Hello, my friends. This is Andy coming to you live from Yorba Linda, California. And I wanted to address simply who is Dr. Cherniss besides the superintendent of PYLUSD? Well, the CTA wants you to believe one thing, so does Marilyn Anderson, Tricia Quintero, and Carrie Buck. But what they are saying is simply not true. Dr. Cherniss is an amazing leader for this school district. He is an amazing father and now has become simply an amazing friend. And I want to share some of the things that you may not know and some of the lies that you've been told about who Dr. Cherniss is. The first thing I want to bring up is that he brought sports back to all middle schools, including Kraemer, Tuffree, and Valadez Middle Schools. And this is important for you to know because it is an important aspect of I think school life, in my opinion. The sports that these different schools have and make available to kids is instrumental in giving kids a break from electronics, from the day-to-day stresses that could come from education. But there's a lot of education that comes through sports, and that is teamwork, learning to get along with others, the pain of defeat, and the success of victory, I believe, is an important part. And having it start in middle school, I think, is fantastic. And Dr. Cherniss was able to bring that back. He brought science camp to every school and even paid for all the kids at Valadez Middle School, which starts at 6th grade as a middle school. And some of the kids had never even been to the mountains before. For some reason, some of these elementary schools and middle schools in Area 2 and Area 1 were not able to go to science camp. And I think one of the reasons why is maybe some of the parents could not afford it. But Dr. Cherniss saw that as an issue and simply wrong, and was able to provide that for the kids in those specific areas. Dr. Cherniss built a community health center at Wagner where families can get free clothing, sorry for the typo there, can get free clothing, food, and counseling. Dr. Cherniss tutored on his own at Area 2 schools and paid teachers overtime to join him. This exponentially increased the students' understanding and outcomes in math. The kids are able to do math much better in those Area 2 schools because of Dr. Cherniss and the fact that he hired teachers on overtime to tutor them. An amazing thing that this man did. No other administration had ever done anything like this. Refurbishing and rebuilding the kitchen at Valencia High School, long overdue and has not been touched for over 40 years. So the teachers union likes to come here and come into social media and during the campaign and was screaming and yelling about other money being used for innovative programs and education, and was attacking Dr. Cherniss with this idea that they had been wanting this done at Valencia High School, and Dr. Cherniss said no. Well, that is not true. It is being fixed and refurbished. And none of them who have been around previous to Dr. Cherniss being around here for 40 years did anything at all to fix the kitchen over at Valencia High School. But Dr. Cherniss did, and it didn't matter to him that this was an issue that the teachers union suddenly brought and dropped on everybody as an attack. He saw that there was some validity in that it needed to be done. And so regardless of how it was used to attack him and the other school board members, he saw that it was something necessary and made sure that it happened. And so that kitchen is being refurbished. His financial officer, Gary Stine, who's now resigned, had come up short on his budget, approximately $25 million. And as soon as Dr. Cherniss was made aware of this error, he took action. He ordered Mr. Stine to report to Dr. Gates. Mr. Stine would subsequently flatly refuse to work with Dr. Gates, our first and only black superintendent at PYLUSD. The district, why did he refuse? Don't know. But I want you to know that this is the same Gary Stine who told Dr. Cherniss that he and his family changed the spelling of his last name so that it didn't look so Jewish. And one thing that really I think it's important for you to know is that there's this lawsuit that they keep blaming on Dr. Cherniss and saying that he brings lawsuits to school districts. What you need to know about the lawsuit that they keep bringing up is this AYSO lawsuit, of course, the soccer organization. The AYSO lawsuit the CTA uses to attack Dr. Cherniss was not brought against Palos Verdes during his administration. This lawsuit they are using as their primary reason for attacking him was brought against the Palos Verdes district in 2014. Dr. Cherniss did not become superintendent of PV until 2018, 4 years later. The most important thing is he got it settled so the district could focus all their resources back on education. So this is just a touch on who Dr. Cherniss is. I could list 30 to 40 accomplishments over his very short period of time with the school district that he did that nobody in the last several decades at PYLUSD even attempted to accomplish, and he got it done and will continue to do so as soon as Marilyn Anderson brings him back and puts him back to work. All right, my friends, that's it. Talk to you later. Take care. Bye.